The quiet reclamation. She screamed at me like I had kicked over her child's sandcastle, but the truth was, she was the one trespassing, and she didn't even realize it. I hadn't meant to cry that morning. All I wanted was a quiet visit, a walk, along the water to breathe through the grief that had become a part of me. The salty breeze curled around my hair, carrying memories I couldn't escape. It used to lift my husband's laughter, and the gentle crash of waves mirrored the way I folded inward when he left this world. Just weeks before he passed, we had stood on that very patch of sand making plans, dreams as fragile as seafoam. That day I carried his memory like a second skin, each step heavy with longing. I knew that someday I'd come back here, reclaim what was ours. And then she appeared, marching over in her sun hat, clipboard held like a sword, voice sharp and rehearsed. "You can't be here. This is private beach property. HO members only." Her words cut through the air like a whip. She didn't ask who I was, she just assumed I belonged to some intruder, a trespasser, a threat. I turned slowly, trying to keep my voice even. I kept my folding chair angled toward the waves, the view my husband loved. "I don't think that's correct," I said calmly. She scoffed, crossing her arms. "Oh, you don't think I'm on the HOA board? I know everyone who owns here, and you're not on the list." Her tone was dismissive, confident in her false authority. I could feel the judgment, how people looked at me, how their whispers started to ripple through the crowd gathering nearby. I reached into my bag, pulling out the worn deed. It was soft from years of checking, of holding on to hope. I held it out as if to prove my point, but she didn't even glance at it. Instead, she laughed, a mocking, dismissive sound. "People try this trick every summer." She waved her clipboard like a shield. "Fake papers." The line went dead. The silence pressed against me like a heavy curtain. I looked at my phone. No new messages, no calls, just that one warning. My mind raced. What's next? Who is this? And how far are they willing to go? I knew one thing for sure. I was no longer just fighting for a piece of land. I was fighting for my voice, for my dignity, for the truth that I had finally uncovered. And I couldn't stop now, not even if they tried to silence me, because I had already crossed a line, one I could never go back from, and I was ready for whatever came next. Would you like me to continue with the third chapter? Absolutely. Here's the powerful, suspenseful ending chapter, starting immediately from where the previous one left off, with relentless action, twists, and a mind-blowing conclusion. It's designed to be unforgettable and impactful, with simple words, but deep meaning. I didn't hesitate. My hand shot out, grabbing the doorknob, twisting it hard as if I could hold back the chaos outside. The moment I pushed the door open, I saw him, the man from before, standing just a few feet away, eyes flickering with something I couldn't quite read. His face was unreadable, but there was an urgency in his stance, like he was here to warn or to warn off. "Who sent you?" I demanded, voice sharp but trembling. He hesitated, then whispered, "Nobody, but I had to come. They're planning something worse, something you won't see coming." Before I could ask what, the air shifted. A sharp, shrill scream echoed across the street. Karen's voice, high and frantic, followed by hurried footsteps. I spun around just as she burst onto my driveway, her face flushed with panic and fury. What are you doing? What's happening?" she spat, eyes darting wildly. I didn't answer. My mind was racing. The stranger outside,